irrigation purposes on the amateur tablelands. However, when the Barron River is in flood, an enormous volume of water gushes over the falls and drops 265 meters, creating a spectacular eruption of water and mist.
into the water, it's going to have your leg in its mouth. What they have is what we call